Hello and welcome to a best of self-care myofascial techniques. These are some of the exercises that I give most often to my clients for self-recovery for issues from head to toe. So we'll start with the feet. Let's shift the weight into one leg and then pick up the other foot and put the toes down like this. So we have like 95% of the weight in this standing leg, and then the other leg is just going to do some big ankle circles. And you can see I've got this foot back behind a little bit. So here, it's not so far back that I'm really struggling, and it's not up here where it kind of feels strange. You just find that spot where you get a nice full rotation and then switch the direction. Okay, so this is called joint opening warm-up. So we can do this from basically from toe to the top of the head. Let's switch which foot we have down. So sending that opposite foot back, putting most of the weight here. This is also a good kind of gentle balance exercise. But here we're getting a lot of great movement in the toes, all the different toes, as well as into the heel and even into the knee and the hip. So now let's switch the direction that foot's circling. Just making big, slow, smooth, continuous circles. Speed is not the name of the game here. If I'm doing these as fast as I can, it's not going to help that joint to open up any more than just going at a nice, comfortable pace. Good, so bring those feet together now, toes near each other, and then use your fingertips, grab onto the knees, and we're going to do circles with the knees. So here you want, again, as big of circles as you comfortably can, working that range of motion. I'll turn just to show it from the side as well. You see that the kind of sit down a little bit as the knees go forward. But again, you can feel the circles in the ankles, and the knees, and the hips, even into that low back. And let's switch the direction. So the idea behind all of these joint openings, it's kind of like a river as it goes down a mountain. It's just slowly and gradually, not using extreme force, but just through constancy and smoothness, kind of increasing circulation. Come on up to stand. Bring the hands onto the low back here on either side of the spine. We're going to squeeze in and then do some big hip circles. So here all the lumbar vertebrae are getting a little bit of movement. They're getting to practice their full range of motion. Practice makes perfect, and these joints are all designed to move. So taking them through the range of motion with the breath lubricates the joints. It brings in fresh synovial fluid, brings in fresh blood, carrying oxygen and nutrients. Let's switch the direction here. And so this can be compounded for health promoting effects by having a nutrient-dense, healthy diet. Then your blood has something really good to bring to your bones to help with regeneration, to help fight any degeneration, onset of diseases, both musculoskeletal and then also otherwise, Okay, so we've got the big circles, and then let's bring one hand on top of the other on the sacrum, put the feet together, and just do tiny circles. This is really working into the SI, the sacroiliac joints. And it's kind of like you've got a string coming out the top of the head and then going down through the floor, and you are just circling that string. Switch the direction of the hips. In Chinese medicine and Tai Chi, joint warm-ups are a really standard way to kind of begin a practice, because they say that wherever there's a blockage, there'll be like a lack of movement or some stagnation. So these are just nice techniques to slowly get the stagnation out. So here we slap the hands back. So all the effort is on the back swing. So pressing back, back, back. And then the hands just with gravity and momentum just rock back forward. Good. You can feel it opening up the chest, the shoulder. You get a nice movement of the scapula, the shoulder blades, along the rib cage, helping them get unstuck. So this, after I've been working with my arms forward for an hour, say I'm working with a client, my arms are like this the whole time. If I do this for 20 or 30 seconds, just a little quick movement snack, it will help me to reset my body and get ready for whatever comes next. Good. And then let's just turn here to one side and the other. And as you do this spinal twist, you see I pick up one heel, and then I pick up the other heel, so that now we're getting the twist all the way from the feet up through the head. So the head turns as well, even the eyes can turn. Connecting with your breath. And then let's make some fists. And then the lower fist is going to hit the low back of the kidney, just gently there. And then the upper fist is going to hit this pec, kind of where the pec meets the arm. Energizing the kidneys. This pec point is for the lungs, and so also helping the lungs, which of course help to bring in fresh oxygen. Good. I'll let that slow down. So that brings us to our next technique, which is knocking. So using just a soft fist, it's like you close your hands, but you're not really squeezing the fist shut tight. You can knock. You can also use an open hand and slap. Let's go up and down. One side of the ribs here. Let's switch. So working into the armpit, going up and down on the ribs here. Knocking is a great way to release stagnation. And then let's go along the sternum and on one side of the pec, on the chest, upper chest, and the other side. And then working bottom of the rib cage. You can use these techniques all over the body. Anywhere that you have pain or stiffness, a lot of people have it in the shoulders. So just hitting onto this area right into here. And then switch, hitting into the other shoulder. Sometimes you find out, oh, I didn't even know I had soreness there. And it gives you something new to let go. Let's take it down the arm. So down the outer arm, a little softer when you get to the joints. And then on the forearm, just below the elbow is a really great spot to hit into. Work down again, softer at the wrist. And then we can go up the inner arms as well. Opposite arm, working down. So this is thought in Chinese medicine to bring your Wei Qi, which is like your defense Qi, to the surface. You're stimulating, it's helping you to be able to take a hit from the environment. Now with some fists, let's go here on the side of the hip. You can find your femur bone and the top of your hip bone. There's a nice pocket right in there. Here I have my fists kind of face up. You could try them down like this as well. Just find what works for you. But this is a really sore spot for a lot of people. A lot of us will hold here and put in extra effort, and over time, that fascia, that connective tissue, and the muscles, because they've been holding for so long, they start to wear out and lose some of their pliability, elasticity, so we're giving it back. Let's go down the outer legs. Softer on the knees, down into the shins, up the inner legs, and let's go one more time, down the outer, and up the inner, and then into the stomach, so just kind of above the inguinal crease here, a little below the belly button. Knocking this supports digestion, helps with elimination. Good. And so if somebody has digestive issues, doing this kind of an exercise daily, maybe 30, 40 times, will help just to wake up all of the fascia. Every organ is contained in fascia, connective tissue, and they're all together. And just like anything else, they can get stuck together with lack of movement. So we're freeing it up. And then the kidneys into the low back. So gentle here again. The kidneys are somewhat of a delicate organ, but tapping is bringing energy to them. All right, good. So that's knocking. Use that wherever you want and often. The next exercise is called Heavenly Palm. We'll start with both palms face up. And we're just going to take one hand and do some big circles. So going out. And keep that palm face up. Go overhead, down and around. Keeping it up, up, up toward the ceiling. Come back to the waist. Second time, breathing. Circling. This is an excellent one for shoulder mobility. A lot of issues from frozen shoulder, which is kind of just a blanket term for your shoulders not moving so well, to collarbone injuries, to issues where there's some kind of a clicking happening or stiffness. This also can help up into the neck. Breathing in, making big circles. Because really, the scapula, the shoulder blade, is just getting this nice ride. It's going on this big, beautiful journey. Now we get to take it on. And then both hands together. Let's cross. Big double circle. Lean back, look up. Cross. Keep the palms face up. Good. One. Breathe in. Open up. And two, coming back down and around to the chamber. Third time is a charm. Three. And then guess what? We'll do the whole thing backwards. So you keep facing towards me. I'm going to face backwards here. So now, let's start with this hand. We're going to go back and around, keeping it up toward the ceiling. Now the pinky side is leading this whole charge. So there's one circle, bring it back to the waist. Let's go again. And let your knees be bent, and you get this kind of gyroscopic movement with the hips and the rest of the body, where it's following the arm. Third time, going around, and down. Good. Switch, other direction. This can help with blood flow to and from the brain, so any kind of foggy brain issues. Second time. Or as one of my teachers called it, trashy brain syndrome. This can help with that. As well as modulating the stress response. The vagus nerve passes right underneath the collarbones, where the collarbones and the sternum meet. So if this area is clamped down, that nerve is going to have a hard time getting full expression. Let's go both hands together. You feel, keep them up toward the sky, how those collarbones get a lift. They're getting a full range of motion. They're connected to that scapula. Back second time, up and around, breathing in, leaning back. And the third time, come to the waist. Big circle, big circle. Good, so that's Heavenly Palm. So far, joint opening from the floor up, knocking, whole body, Heavenly Palm. And the final thing is, if you keep the feet bent, we're just gonna shake. So here, think about every time you drop that, you're dropping weight down to the ground. So you see my shoulders, I'm not moving my shoulders, no effort in the shoulders at all. This is all from gravity, from the hip, drop, 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 drop. And same with the intestines. All those organs, drop, 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 helping them disentangle, get detached from any fascial adhesions that are going on. It'll improve overall digestion. So you can either just keep your shake really static like this. You can also shake out any part of the body. So, you can shake out the hands, side to side. This is good for people who do keyboard work, forward and back. For keyboard work, shaking as well as hitting right into here. These are two really good techniques to release some of that tension. Okay, you can shake up the arms, you can shake the legs, shake the whole body. You can bounce with it. It's the same philosophy behind the rebounder, the trampoline. It's just helping everything be loosey-goosey and flowing. So now, let's pause and just take a breath. Feel the aliveness of your body. Breathe in again. And step in. Come on up to a rise and we'll close. Bring one hand over the other and rub in the belly 3 times one direction and 3 times the other. Rub the hands together, generate heat in the palms, and dry wash the face. 1, 2, 3. Nice closing ritual to transition on to the next part of your day. Fist and grab, and bow. All right, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy these techniques and use them often.